What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Mike from NYC, and we back with another reaction. Today we are watching Should We Cancel Celebrities for Their Crimes? You know what I'm saying? I got my own opinion about this. I'll probably go on a little rant after the video, but I want to hear what they have to say. Let me hear what you have to say. But without any further ado, let's get into the video.
Guys, this idea started at the office when I was talking about Kanye. I love him, and you hate Kanye. So we were like, we should do a cancel culture middle ground.
Yeah, we thought it was really important to bring other topics like pop culture to middle ground. So let us know in the comments below what you want us to talk about.
As always, enjoy the episode.
R. Kelly, bye. I'm done with you. Get out of here.
But that's in your opinion. I'm not saying I'm for R. Kelly.
I just think if you support him, you're a dick, right?
Yeah.
And then it's their right to be a dick.
Hello, my name is Adib Kadir. I have a computer science degree, and I'm a product manager in the tech industry.
Hi, I'm Will Court. I'm a music student at USC.
Hi, I'm Joy Villa. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I am anti-cancel culture.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Riebling. I'm a consumer insights specialist, and I'm pro-ish cancel culture. More on this side, but I'm looking forward to this conversation.
Hi, I'm Seth Fowler.
I wish they picked 6 people and 3 people that's extremely for and people that's extremely against. I don't want anybody that I feel like can be easily swayed just because it takes away from the I don't know, it just takes away from it a little bit.
A law school graduate and teacher. I am pro cancel culture.
Hi, my name is Alana. I am a student, a history student, and I'm pro cancel culture.
And I have my pro-cancel culture to the left and my anti-cancel culture to the right.
They're gonna be upset if they get on to the left,
your
dog.
hard work, you made a way.
They gonna see some shit that she don't want to see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I ain't ready for it.
Like the Mejorada,
Instead of
we are
where?
providing technical support and helping other
Instead of
entrepreneurs
shit,
through our business
motherfucking lamp.
financing programs.
I would buy an artist's work even if they committed a violent crime.
Oh, that's so hard.
Humans are a series of impulses on a spectrum of time. Like, we are constantly changing, we're constantly evolving. Have any of you ever, honestly never not told a lie in your life?
Of course, we've all lied.
So are you a liar today?
No, not today.
So that moment that you told a lie, you can't be blanketed as a liar the rest of your life. I think the issue with cancel culture is it's kind of like this, like you have a cut on your arm, let's just chop the whole arm off.
When you bring up the amount of people that work on some of these projects, like think of like a Harvey Weinstein movie, right? He did terrible things. I wouldn't want to support Harvey Weinstein. But most of his victims are people that were in his movies. By not supporting a Harvey Weinstein movie, you're also not supporting his victims. So it's kind of like you're in a weird spot, right?
But you can't bring down the kingpin without bringing down the organization that he built.
So he's said something very interesting to me about like the whole cutting off the arm and to fix a cut. And I feel like the exact opposite, because when you talk about how like, oh, if you're canceling people, blah, 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 and they have good inventions, it's like, there's so many smart people that aren't toxic. And it's like when you cancel someone that is toxic, it's sending the message to other toxic people, you cannot get away with this.
Here's how I think of it. Like, I have the right to stop this, and if other people want to do that also, and we bond together, like the power's in our hands, and I feel like for me, I'm doing my part by choosing not to like mess with that person anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you a question though. Do you feel like you should be the one making the decision, or do you feel like YouTube or Spotify should make the decision for you and take down people who they feel like offended a certain segment of the population?
I think it's two separate things. Like, I think I should have the power to make that decision. Of course, that's a very personal thing for me. But
so their music should continue to be sold and available.
I personally don't think so.
Just don't listen to it. Don't buy it.
So how does that make
yourself.
sense?
Absolutely. Every individual has the right to say, hey, I I don't like this. And you can even tweet about it and say no. But then to start a boycott, that's why I don't do boycotts.
People have different morals.
Like, I personally have the right, I withhold the right, I think all of us do, to not go and support these people we don't believe in. I would never tell you, wait, I'm going to go see XYZ movie and you have to too. If you say no, you have that right. What cancel culture does is saying, I'm not going to see this person because I don't like this person, and nobody else should either. And that's why I hate it.
Felt you, sis.
Cancel culture is out of control.
It definitely is out of control. It is out of control, man.
Okay.
Oh, wow. When it started, I think it was a good thing. It's like the Me Too movement, a good thing. But when you get the court of public opinion involved, I tell you, it becomes so horrible. I am an artist. I've legitimately hit #1 on Billboard. People think, oh,
Who the fuck are you? I don't know who you are then.
I absolutely do. I read comments.
Look at his face. He like, who are you?
On even negative ones. When people say, I hope you die, somebody should kill your family, you should get raped so that you have a baby illegitimately, and you can, I mean, it is online bullying.
Cancel culture, rationally, is overall a net positive, I think. But there are sects of cancel culture.
Net positive,
like
interesting.
The toxic people, that issue, the death threats. And of course, those need to be excised.
Right.
Cancel culture originated out of compassion, the voice for the voiceless, being able to vote with your wallet, make a stand, your little retweet, your little like, turning things viral.
He not feeling it. He trying to jump in. Oh, for rip. He trying to jump in.
This is something that strikes fear in my heart right now. What's happening now is, people are essentially choosing for you whether you should be. It's like let's say you wanted to boycott Coca-Cola or Nike or something. Imagine if stores started taking Nike shoes out of the store before you could even make the decision as a people to buy it or not buy it. And we need to have the right and the option at our level.
Companies not have that right too?
Yeah, I don't think that they're trying to make you not buy the product. I think that they're saying, as a company, we do not agree with this, so we're not going to sell your product here. When record labels stop playing their music or whatever, I feel like it's justified, specifically for victims, because when it gets out that that person did something like that, their music skyrockets. And for the victim, seeing that they're getting so much support for that, right? And then once the cases are over, then sure, you can play their music more if they are innocent. But it's also like the justice system isn't always right.
Honestly, I've said this before, I think the pendulum has swung the other direction, and yes, maybe it's getting a little string, but I also think sometimes that's necessary for change. For so long, we let everyone get away with everything, and there was only one voice as part of the conversation, and it was and it was mostly white men back in the day, versus now we have a platform where everyone can share their opinion. You're like, hey, that makes me uncomfortable, and I think some people are going to have to be made examples of in order to set precedent in what's acceptable for us, our generation, and the society today.
The public should hold celebrities accountable when the justice system fails.
Hey, friend.
Hey.
The public should hold people accountable.
R. Kelly is the first name that comes to mind because he has sex tapes that show his face, and people are still like, he didn't do it. We love R. Kelly. He would never. And most of the time when it's a celebrity being convicted, they can always buy their way out.
That's exactly who came to mind for me too. Immediately, I was just like, ugh, first of all, how many times? Okay, join the group.
Yeah, what's up?
How many times in the United States justice system have we seen guilty people get off innocent, and then you find off years later that happened? If the justice system doesn't come through, we as a people shouldn't just take that and be like, okay, well, I guess he's innocent. No, he did that, and let's take away his platform, and we will take that power away from him.
The justice system is just so imperfect. It's unbelievable. And I think that situations like Jussie Smollett, I think that the justice system in those situations have failed. If we don't support the justice system a little bit, then it's kind of anarchy. But at the same time, I think that it's an individual decision, as the individual has the right to kind of not support them, or to do whatever they want to do.
I don't think we should show up at his house and beat him up.
Yeah, no, just nothing extreme. Nothing extreme.
If the justice system fails, what's important and what's happening now is that we do look at replacing, whether it's the district attorney or whatever the system is that's causing it to fail.
That's a good
People
point.
should go and address it so the next millions of people that go through that system go through a just system.
I think we all completely agree with that. Like, the
good
justice
point.
system needs to be fixed. But I do think the reason cancel culture started and when it originally derived was because, like, to be 100% right, like, that takes so long. Like, for our entire government and justice system to, like, evolve into your idealistic view of it is not happening next year. Where I think we're making change. I think it's happening. But I think our generation that spawned cancel culture was like, we don't have time.
We have the same problems with cancel culture as we do with the justice system. There's a lot of people that got the death penalty, right? We're giving people their careers the death penalty by public, you know, and kicking them out forever and saying we never want you back, right?
Are we? Because I've canceled the NFL since Colin
And what if they're
Kaepernick.
wrong? You know what I mean? What if we're wrong? But what if we're right? Yeah.
Hey, yo, when the Steelers had a losing season, bro, the NFL was canceled, bro. Promise. When niggas was losing, I was like, yep, canceled. Well, actually, they haven't had a losing season. When they went 8-8 or some shit, they had whatever. You get what I'm saying? But he's right.
Culture, I'd be on that side.
He's right.
Cancel. When I cancel you, you don't exist. Deleted. Bye. Get out of here. No more money. We're done with them. Cancel.
Just as imperfect as the justice system.
But R. Kelly, bye. I'm done with you. Get out of here. Like,
But that's in your opinion. I'm not saying I'm for R. Kelly, but I still don't want all his music erased. Like, all of a sudden it's like he's guilty before a court of law. Even people I don't support, I still want them to go to the justice system because fairness matters. We've already been through this throughout history.
I just think if you support him, you're a dick, right?
Yeah. I mean,
And then it's their right to be a dick.
But it's their right to be
And
a
it's
dick.
our right to hate them.
And it's our right.
That's right.
not-
That's
All
First
right,
Amendment.
hate is kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Cancel culture, it runs, I would say, codependently with activism. And as activism has changed, we're able to operate quicker and mobilize quicker in this digital space. It's almost, in some senses, it's like digital activism. But I like compassionate cancel culture. If you look at the history of somebody and you look at how somebody responds when confronted, and you make your decision based off of whether they've seen any type of error and applied any type of value judgment, then I think it's totally your right whether or not to support them. Because we have too many options.
Compassion. I like the compassion.
And I love that you said it's your right.
I just think what's most important about anything is that if you're going to stop listening to someone, stop supporting someone, you know, do your research and make the moral decision for yourself of whether you want to support them or not. And that's all you can do as an individual. It's an individual decision.
We all kind of have the same opinion on a level. For the most part, we think that people deserve consequences, but I feel like we think it to more of an extreme.
Good talk, good talk.
Good talking, man.
I learned so much from you guys. This is great.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. A lot of times middle ground is very tense, but we love bringing people together to have healthy dialogue nonetheless.
Yeah, and also we're very active on social media, so make sure to follow us on Instagram at Jubilee Media.
We're also thinking of completely revamping Middle Ground. So if you have cool ideas of like what we can do next or like anything like that, leave a comment, DM us. As always, we'll see you guys next time.
Definitely a nice video. You know, I definitely like my thought-provoking videos. Okay. So the R. Kelly thing, I wanted to talk about that. Whoa.
Sounds better than us.
First and foremost, I don't think you can cancel anybody. First and foremost, what does it mean to be canceled? In my opinion, when somebody is canceled, that means they are ostracized. They are removed from society. They're removed from whatever it is. They're removed from the, you know what I'm saying? They're removed just regardless. You know, I don't think, especially when you talk about, you know, people like R. Kelly, maybe can cancel organizations like the NFL or whatever situation is. That's something a little bit different. But when you talk about canceling people, I think that is real biased. First and foremost, we're going to cancel R. Kelly. Okay, fine. Let's say R. Kelly is canceled. Okay, what exactly is R. Kelly canceled for? He's having sexual relations with underage women. Okay, how many rappers and artists do we listen to that we know are rapists, that talk about murder, and you know what I mean, that, you know, we know have been rapists and live that type of lifestyle. For example, XXXTentacion, he's one of the people, I ain't gonna say no names, you know what I'm saying? I just know somebody that holds that person daily in their heart, and if they watching this, they already know who I'm talking about. When X was on demon timing, before he switched his life around, what did he, like, we already know what he was on. He's already talked about it, you know what I mean? And especially the person that told me about it, that holds them daily, she was the one that told me about it, you know. He killed people and was a rapist and all this type of stuff, right? But that person was never canceled. When they was doing all of this stuff, that person wasn't canceled. Your favorite artist, not canceled. Your uncles, let's talk about that. Your uncles and aunties and fathers. Listen, I grew up in a black family. I already know what time it is. When somebody do something that's wrong, everything is swept under the rug. Nobody talks about it, and you don't hear about it till years after. I already know what that's like. Nobody gets canceled, right? I know, listen, especially if you got the same skin color as me, I know you know somebody in your family that's done something that if a celebrity did it, they would have been canceled. But because it's family, because you love them, it's not canceled. As a matter of fact, not only is it not canceled, it's not addressed, it's not talked about. So that's the thing I don't like. Regardless of anything in life, this is overall. However you do things, keep that same energy. That's all I care about. So if you're gonna cancel R. Kelly, cancel every other artist who has done something that is worthy of being canceled. That's how I feel about the situation. You're gonna cancel somebody, I bet. Cancel this person, this person, this person. Be like, well, you know, I can't cancel my uncle. No, cancel your uncle too. Cancel your nephew. You know your nephew been messing with them young girls all them years, still messing with them. But nobody says nothing. Nobody says, nobody does. Everybody act like it don't exist. And I understand what R. Kelly does, there's disturbing evidence. I get that. But I'm just saying, keep that same energy. I already know. In families, a lot of time, people have problems. You know what I mean? In the same way that somebody can't control if they're gay, right? I didn't choose to be straight. I am just straight by nature. I didn't say wake up one morning and say, you know what, I'm gonna be straight. The same way somebody can't wake up and say, you know what, I'm gay. The same way somebody can't wake up and say, you know what, I'm attracted to children. That is not something that somebody chooses to be. So I don't feel like it's fair okay, here's my thing. You need punishments, right? If you do something wrong, you need to be punished. But that is not the same thing as canceled. R. Kelly needs to be in jail. Don't get me messed up. There needs to be repercussions for actions. I get that. But that's not canceling. Nobody has the authority to cancel anybody. Who are you? Who am I to cancel anybody? I'm a sinner just like everybody else. Now I don't have those demons. Thank God I don't have demons of being attracted to children or wanting to kill or rape or do any of that type of stuff. I got my own stuff. None of it's that severe, and I thank God for it. But who am I to cancel anybody? I'm not no God. I ain't make no heaven or hell to even put them in. Who am I to cancel anybody? That's another thing. Like, why does everybody feel so entitled to cancel people? And then don't keep that same energy when it's people that they care about. When it's your favorite artist, when it's your favorite uncle, when it's your father, when it's your niece or nephew. You don't keep that same energy. You don't bring that same energy to the table. And it's R. Kelly is canceled. Yeah, R. Kelly's canceled. Yeah, X him out. You know what I'm saying? Don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So I think we live in a time where everything is super, super hypocritical. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to do things when it's convenient in the way that it is convenient for them. Do I enjoy R. Kelly's music? Absolutely. Right? But that has nothing to do with the situation. I'm just saying keep that same energy. Right? We know a lot of these rappers and artists kill, rape, and do all types of cancelable stuff, but none of them are canceled. But you want to cancel R. Kelly. I'm a person just like anybody else. Yes, there needs to be repercussions, which is what? Jail time. They need to be put in jail. It's not canceling. You know what I mean? In a lot of ways, I feel empathy for these people. You know what I mean? Like, to have that inside of you that you're attracted to children, though it is sick, and it's not good, right? I'm not saying that it's acceptable, but what I am saying is sometimes you got demons inside of you that, you know, you didn't create, and sometimes, you know, the flesh is weak, and you know, you slip up and you fuck up and you gotta be punished. But to cancel people, you know what I mean? Like, cancel, like, you know what I mean? As a human, like, you're not giving them no room for growth. You just saying, you know what, they're canceled. To me, I feel like that's pretty toxic. I feel like it's hypocritical. I feel like it's everybody trying to be, oh, you know, I'm this, you know, I'm gonna cancel them. Who are you? How about we look at everything you've done in your life and try to cancel you? You know what I'm saying? I've spoken to people that are in close proximity to people who have done things similarly to R. Kelly. Obviously, whoever's in your family don't got the same pull as R. Kelly. But if they had the opportunity to exercise those demons the way that R. Kelly had the pull to exercise those demons, of course they would have. But they're not canceled. I think we need to really reevaluate, you know what I mean? You know, our values, and keep that same energy. I'm not for cancel culture. I'm not for it. You know what I'm saying? I think there needs to be punishments for actions. I think people need to be given the opportunity to grow. It's that simple. I pretty much said all I needed to say about this situation. Definitely a great thought-provoking video by Jubilee. Let me know what you feel about what I've said. And yeah, if you like, comment, share, and subscribe, you like these type of videos, and I see you when I see you. Peace.